Hi class, welcome again to another session on biomaterials. So we have been discussing the materials that are used to manufacture contact lenses. So like I said in my last videos, contact lenses are manufactured using one of the four following materials. It is either rigid non-oxygen permeable materials such as PMMA, or oxygen permeable materials such as cellulose acetyl butyrate, siloxane alkyl methyl acrylate, silicone resin, alkyl styrene, and fluorocarbon polymers, right? Or elastomeric materials such as silicone and acrylic rubber. Last but not the least, the hydrogel based contact lenses, which are also called as soft contact lenses, which have medium, low, or high water content in them. So let us now look into details of how these materials are used to manufacture contact lenses. So basically, the desirable physiological property of a contact lens is that it should be thin and it should be flexible. You don't want this massive contact lens protruding out of your eyes, right? You want it to be such that, the reason why a person chooses contact lens over specs is to make sure that nobody notices that they have something to correct their eye power, right? Because specs is quite evident. People don't like, you know, uh, the, many people do not appreciate the fact that they have to wear specs, right? So it's something that they do not like. So if they are choosing contact lens over it, they want it to be invisible. They do not want people to detect it that easily. So a contact lens has to be sufficiently thin and flexible as well, because you want it to amalgamate with the eye. You don't want it to be you don't want your eye to be traumatized with something that is very, very rigid. So, therefore, flexibility is one of the main issues why rigid contact lenses fail, because if it is sufficiently thin and it has to be flexible, then and sometimes the rigidity results in breaking of the lens, and therefore that's one of the reasons for failure. Now, the material that is widely used for oxygen permeable rigid lenses are siloxyl alkyl methyl acrylate copolymers, and these have methyl methacrylate in them as well. So, you have methocrylol oxypropyl tris siloxane, or it is also called as tris, and it's a typical siloxyl alkyl methyl acrylate used to manufacture oxygen permeable rigid lenses, and it has the co-monomer as methyl methacrylate and other minor ingredients. Also, these contact lenses have cross-linking agents such as the ethyl glycol dimethylacrylate, which stabilizes, and also there's a hydrophilic compound such as the methacrylic acid. So you require hydrophilic component in a contact lens so that the eye likes it. If it is hydrophobic, then it is not going to fit into the eye's atmosphere because eye is quite moist. And then also it has to counter react the hydrophobic property of siloxane component of the co-monomer, because siloxane is hydrophobic, and if you apply something that is hydrophobic in the eye, then it is not going to be very, very effective. Also, oxygen permeability of siloxyl methyl acrylate contact lenses varies with the silicone content. So you have to find an ideal proportion that balances things out for your contact lenses. Now, hydrogel based contact lenses are also known as soft contact lenses, and these are classified as low, medium, and high water content lenses. Most low water content hydrogel contact lenses are made from cross-linked 2-hydroxyethyl methacrylate polymer. So they often contain some methacrylic acid, which determines the hydration and reactivity of the lens to diverse contaminants. Right. So there are other type of low water content hydrogel contact lenses as well, which are mostly resistant to surface contamination, which are more resistant to surface contamination than other hydrogel lenses, and are made of cross-linked polymers of glyceryl methacrylate and methyl methacrylate. So if you add these two components, then they become more resistant to surface contamination. And then you have medium and high water content hydrogel, which are liked by the eye because they're quite moist and quite comfortable, and they usually consist of copolymers of vinyl pyridine and with 2 hydroxy ethyl methacrylate or methyl methacrylate, right? So another comonomer used in low to medium water content hydrogel contact lenses is the dialkyl acrylamide, right? So hydrogel contact lenses may also contain several other hydrophilic comonomers in minor proportions and various cross-linking agents. So these polymers show a fewer tendency of lipid deposition because basically you don't want lipid in the surface of the contact lens because that would affect your vision. If you are wearing contact lenses, you want your vision to be very, very clear, and a layer of lipid around your contact lenses is going to blur your vision, and that's not a desirable property of a contact lens. So adding these polymers, these kind of polymers in my hydrophilic comonomers in minor proportions would actually increase the uh, uh, contact lenses would actually decrease the lipid deposition in the surface of the contact lens. I think that's all I have to speak about contact lenses and ophthalmic implants in general. I hope you had a fruitful session learning with me. I shall see you again soon. Thank you.